John Force, apparently he's making some history here. His first race, 1978, came in a round 1 loss. But after that, started to pick up a little bit, didn't it?
1987, he got his first win in Montreal over Ed the Ace McCullough. And then in 1990, that's when the domination started. His first career NHRA championship. And boy, was he winning after that. 10 straight championships, record from 1993 to 2002. And you can see his 100th career NHRA win came in that same year, 2002, when he defeated Tommy Johnson Jr. in the final.
And now that win total's at 125. Remember, the next milestone on this man's impressive resume, the road to 1,000. But this is your 500th race, John Force. That indeed is priceless. I think all these fans would agree with that. What are your thoughts on race 500?
I'm just excited to be able to get out of bed in the morning, come out here with the fans, and get up, lather up, put on a little Old Spice, do my song and dance, and get to drag race. I mean, I ain't no kidding, but yeah, number 500, I'm proud of it, and I'm really proud that I'm here with Sweet Pea.
Well, you should be proud because you said she had to teach you how to drive yesterday because you were putting too much heat in that clutch on Friday.
Yeah, the baby had to come teach me, like, Dad, what are you doing to the hot rod? I said, I don't know, but my limbs are hurting. I can't hold the clutch down, and we kind of went over the process. She uses it 4 or 5 times on the burnout, and John Force, I'm out there doing it 15 or 20. No wonder the old heat won't run, and I was blaming it on coil.
Well, I got to ask Ashely, though. I mean, you had your freshman year, rookie year last year. Now you're a sophomore. What's the difference in your driving that you found from last year to this year?
Just learning from the mistakes and building on things that I learned. You really, as much as you try to take the advice from others, especially people like Dad who have so many years of experience and have been through every situation in a funny car, it really isn't until you are in that situation that you learn from your own self and the things you do right or wrong, how to do it differently the next time.
John, you talked a little bit about having some sore limbs. For a lot of these fans, they were scared just like all of us last September in Dallas. How are you feeling now that we're the better part of 7 months since that crazy accident?
Well, I feel really good. I mean, I'm still sore and stiff, and I don't have my body strength back. But I'm excited because my old hot rod, she does the running for me. It's a good old Mustang. I go out there, I'm having a lot of fun, and that's really what it's all about, not to forget why we came. Having fun.
You know, Ashely, you got first round, you got... Boy, they do love them. But Ashely, and they love Ashely too, right? Huh? Come on. You've had probably one of the most consistent cars. That's why you were leading the points when you came in here. You got a tough competitor first round, Del Worsham. You never take him lightly. How do you feel about your chances going against him?
I do. I'm nervous. He's beat me in the past, and he's a great driver, and he has a lot of experience and a lot of energy. So I'm just going to go up there and do my thing and try not to let it get in my head. The one thing I was a little nervous about with that heat yesterday was pedal fest, because if there's one person you don't want to be in a pedal fest with, it's Del Worsham. But thankfully, the clouds kind of rolled in. If we can hold off the rain and get some cool weather, I think my crew chiefs, Dean and Ron, will give me a good car, and I can get down the track.
Well, certainly not lost in the fact that this is John's 500th race. He's still going for 1,000. The fact that this young lady next to me was the point leader coming into this weekend. Now, keep in mind, points aren't awarded until afterwards, but provisionally, Tim Wilkerson has kind of knocked you off the top of that heap thanks to his #1 qualifying effort. She'll get her chance later today. Everybody be patient as you see the rest of the top 10. And remember, you got to be in the top 10 following the U.S. Nationals. Meanwhile, that #1 qualifying Tim Wilkerson standing by with Gary Gerald.
Yeah, Dave, it's not the first time this year, as we all know. This is the 3rd time this year that Tim Wilkerson has been the #1 qualifier, but the first time, as you pointed out, in his career that he is the provisional points leader in this category. That's pretty good company you're keeping there. Your thoughts about what it means to have this kind of success, and how do you keep it going?
Well, it's like we talked about the other day. You know, I got all the guys together and I said, you know, our main focus is just that, not to lose focus. We have to stay, you know, with our eye on the ball. We have to pay attention to every detail. We can't leave a valve spring that looks bad. We can't leave a header that looks good. We have to look at our tires close. We have to look at every piston close. We have make it so I'm the guy that makes the mistake, not the car.
And this is a one-car team, and that makes it an even bigger challenge. And speaking of challenges, how about Gary Scelzi in round #1 for Mr. Wilkerson? Wish you well.
Thank you very much. That it doesn't seem fair, does it? Have to race the ex-champ in round #1? I think there's a scam going on there somewhere. Thanks.
Have some fun.
Thank you.
No, that actually just proves how tough Funny Car is. And Ashely, I want to ask you about last week. Another opportunity to get that first win. It came up short to Tim Wilkerson, but he was very complimentary of you. What does that mean when your peers speak so highly of you?
Well, that's the great thing about NHRA drag racing is that as much as we're competitors and we want to win, we're able to go to other drivers, even our own competitors, and get advice from them. And just, you know, we're all out in this together. It's like a big circus out here. And Tim, he's a great guy. I love racing with him. It was funny. We kept lining up qualifying side by side, and we were joking on Friday and Saturday, man, let's match it up again in the final on Sunday. And then we actually did. So he's a fellow race family. He has a young daughter who comes out to the races. And just like me, you know, I grew up watching my dad race. So it's fun to be out here and to compete against friends.
All right, by a show of hands, who wants more John? Who wants more Ashely? Well, what do you say you guys stick around? More with the forces when we come back to NHRA Race Day. Why don't you come back with us? Why are you so successful here?
I got a great crew chief, and I grew up match racing over the years in tracks around the country, and they were old dirt roads. Mike Dunn can tell you that. So when you got to a track when it's good, we can make the muscle to run, and when the track is loose, we know how to get down it. So bottom line, I got good people behind me, and that's why it happens.
Ashely, you beat John first round last year. You still remind him of that?
Of course, of course. Yeah, we finally were able to match up, and surprisingly, we never ran in qualifying. It was our first matchup was in first round here. So, and actually now today he's matching up with Mike Neff, and I told Mike, as much as I'm rooting for Dad, I know Mike's right on the verge of getting his first round win. So maybe it'll be today against the boss.
Well, interestingly enough, we've had 5 different funny car winners. Amazingly, not one of those two guys.